said she could and would, but she through trying to rock with me. She said she could and would, but she through trying to rock with me. She said she could and would, but she through trying to rock with me. She through trying to rock with me. She said she could and would, but she through trying to rock with me. She said she could and would, but she through trying to rock with me. She said she could and would, but she through trying to rock with me. She through trying to rock with me. Testing.
I love my life, my life, my life. Man, I love my life, my life, my life, my life, my life. Do you love your life, your life, your life, your life, your life? You should, cause it's your life, your life, your life, your life, your life. At 4, I knew he hit my mom's house. I heard the slap it at 4. I was a man, baby, jumped up on his back. Little arms around his neck, trying to hold this monster back. Till he grabbed me, threw me across the room into a wall splat. Think I must have hit the carpet face down, my body flat. Mama running to my defense, picked me up into her lap. And I thought that I was safe, it was just another trap. Clarence ran into his room, but that coward returned strapped with his hatchet, a real hatchet he carried round in his pocket. Ever he's trying to do to me, mama, she couldn't stop it. He grabbed me tight by the collar, his other hand mom's throat, pulled me near to his face. He excelled in the demon smoke.
Either one of you ninjas ever raise your hands to me again, I'll chop you both to itty bitty pieces, you understand?
Shook our heads up and down like we were babies, agreeing yes, saying anything just to keep this beast calm, not making stress. We were blessed, she got the keys to the car and we were out. Mama mashing feet on the gas, trying to make it to Graham's house. Heard the sirens, they flashed the light on us. Mama, please calm down. LAPD snatched me up out and they beat my mom's down. I love my life, my life, my life, my life, my life, my life. Man, I love my life, my life, my life, my life, my life. Do you love your life, your life, your life, your life, your life? You should, cause it's your life, your life, your life, your life, your life. I love my life, my life, my life. Man, I love my life, my life, my life, my life, my life. Do you love your life, your life, your life, your life, your life? You should, cause it's your life, your life, your life, your life, your life. At 4, I knew he hit my mom's house. I heard the slap, but at 4, I was a man, baby jumped up on his back, little arms around his neck, trying to hold this monster back till he grabbed me, threw me across the room into a wall splat. Think I must have hit the carpet face down, my body flat, mama running to my defense, picked me up into her lap, and I thought that I was safe. It was just another trap. Clarence ran into his room, but that coward returned strapped with his hatchet, a real hatchet he carried round in his pocket. Whatever he's trying to do to me, mama, she couldn't stop it. He grabbed me tight by the collar, his other hand mom's throat, pulled me near to his face. He excelled and the demon spoke.
Either one of you busters ever raise your hands to me again, I'll chop you up to itty bitty pieces, you understand?
Shook our heads up and down like we were babies, agreeing, yes, saying anything just to keep this beast calm, not make him stress. We were blessed, she got the keys to the car, and we were out, mama mashing feet on the gas, trying to make it to Graham's house. Heard the sirens, they flashed the light on us, mama, please calm down. LAPD snatched me up out of the car, and I love my life, my life, my life, my life, my life. And I love my life, my life, my life, my life, my life. Do you love your life, your life, your life, your life, your life? You should, cause it's your life, your life, your life, your life, your life.
Do you have any fucking idea how much money is gonna be made by the first company with the vaccine?
They're not gonna buy it.
The public are a bunch of fucking morons. You know it and I know it. They will buy whatever we sell.
It's an unseen hand, but yet you still feel the pressure of the invisible man that's hard to feel by human measure. What's your pleasure? I got pins in my head. My world is pain and got a box that you can play with and open the cost of fame for your soul. It doesn't add up, pocket change, you fall short. They'll plug holes in every part of your body. Do it for sport in the middle of a king's court for your family and friends to see. And WO is here to stay back to normal, who'll never be. I'm the prism they can't see, the pyramid beyond reach, the code, the chemistry's connections there if you see. The metaverse is the new me and my repellent's my old chi. Sacrifice many years of my life in a cold sea, but like a seaman I swim in the depths and rebirth the new me. Reptilians won't let me be, slanted eyes for them to see. Bathe in my blood while picking skin and melanin from out they teeth. So be careful of eyes that watch in the shadows and in your sleep.
Obey the rules. Sheep like. Obey the rules. Sheep like. Obey the rules. Sheep like. Obey the rules.
Behold of a pale force and the headless insane, riding the corpse of the fourth horse in the rain of varying strains, raising Cain in the name of Bane's pain, hanging from dimensional planes by veins and Cenobite chains, escaping Eden as an Adam in the eve of destruction, without a trace of the missing link or fingerprint of construction. Fuck your body, release the spirit back into the ether. We the captive state of experimental procedure, the infinite zeitgeist, historically spliced twice, both indigenous life and the right for the white plight. Archangelic awards on course with the dark lords, absorbing the frequencies of 7 dissonant chords. District 9 apartheid, I guide sage to the far side, where humans are denied, and the divide of this bizarre ride is an ally to brown lies. I scribe blind with a mind's eyes, we slowly die, chanting or wailing your war cries.
Sheep like. Obey the rules. Sheep like. Obey the rules. Sheep like. Obey the rules. Sheep like. Obey the rules.
In this darky, dark life, a lot of souls got a price. Trying to fight these traumas and horrors they done seen twice. Liquor stores on every corner, Satan's plots in progress. Government's manipulation is archery, we the targets. I put it on the 12 tribe, my history's been hidden. In the inner city, living blueprint had been written. To dysfunction and addict my people away from their roots. Gotta pay for them too. Wondering y'all would enable this truth, the forbidden fruit. Just a trap to try to get rid of us. Put on your glasses to see the bites become venomous. The monsters under the bed, dressed in a suit and tie. Deciding the fate of my people, if they try to do, then they die. All a part of the lie, the little American dream, a nightmare for us. We same color as me. Programmed to hate your own while they laugh in they seats. Take that about to shoot them down, another in the belly of the beast.
Sheep like. Obey the rules. Sheep like. Obey the rules. Sheep like. Obey the rules. Sheep like. Obey the rules.
You
still here? Whoever was here, y'all still in this bitch? Y'all lost power, y'all.
Merc Beats.
T-Cal made me do it.
I love you no matter what we going through. Love you no matter how many people hate you. I finally love myself, now I can love you. Only the most High understand what we go through. Family, I love you. Friends, I love you. I love you. So much pain, I just pray we make it through.
It's a full little word, but it means so much. Remain humble, every day they envy. Survive off loyalty in the most high. I make it look good, just barely getting by. Since Pops and Bro died, life will never be the same. Always reaching out when our phones work the same. Dealing with depression, got a young king stressed. Trying to figure out what's next. My success, thank God that I'm blessed. Came a long way from them projects. So-called friends gon' switch over a bitch. This money don't mean shit. Love when I'm down, hate when I'm up. When shit hit the fan, ain't nobody around but the most high with the master plan. Just stay genuine through thick and thin.
I love you no matter what we going through. Love you no matter how many people hate you. I finally love myself, now I can love you. Only the most High understand what we go through. Family, I love you. Friends, I love you. I love you. So much pain, I just pray we make it through.
T-Cal made me do it.
I love you. I love you.
Y'all men, y'all just...
Sit-in movement, if they are willing to wait for another 100 years for the white man to change his mind to accept them as a human being, then they're wrong. But if they're willing to lay down their life tonight or in the morning in order that we can have what is ours by right tonight or in the morning, then it's a good movement. But as long as they're willing to wait for the white man to make up his mind that they are qualified to be respected as human beings, then I'm afraid that all of their waiting is for naught.
Survival of the state, however, necessitates public schooling's a ruling which increases the murder rate, while society indoctrinates through the media's manipulations. They got camps underground which lay in wait in concentration to ensure the survival of the beast that's still in this nation, like 1932 Nazi Germany. No complications and spiritual mutilations on radio hip-hop stations leads to more or less behavior through mental ejaculations. And the sad part's the masses don't even know what they facing. Hit them with truth, they screaming horror like you was Jason. Political cultivations for dehumanizations by the authority of the court supremes. Justice formation will always leave you hopelessly chasing the American dream, while your life and family lies in poverty to the extreme. Your offspring through education, they're preparing for war, for a nation that's masturbating. The American whore is politics. Some call it black, others white, but all shit, it smells the same, bro. At the end of the night, these politics, my family's trying to survive. I hustle daily on the block, just trying to keep them alive. But politics, it doesn't seem to think I'm a man. Wants me to turn the other cheek, but me just can't understand. These politics is bullshit. These politics, bro, is bullshit. Just think, that's on the morals that this country was built. Monsters have killed cannibals, reeking of blood in the field. If Elijah Muhammad was here, he'd call it jihad. Slice the crowns off these pagans here in the temple of God, while police terrorize the streets wearing six-pointed stars with the point facing downwards, more like I know who you are. It's time for order in the higher initiates of the system to nations, tribes, and religions. I done made my decision, I'm standing strong. Religion, yet a student I grow in the law of righteousness, universal God with my flow. While slaying a beast, I used to pray, facing the east. My riches increase whenever there's a mic and I speak. Now ask yourself why the president always looking for war, so he can scare the public and then raise your taxes some more. You ever notice the sad music they play when somebody dies? That's to get you caught up emotionally in America's lives. It's politics. Some call it black, others white, but all shit, it smells the same, bro. At the end of the night, oh, politics. My family's trying to survive. I hustle daily on the block, just trying to keep them alive. But politics doesn't seem to think I'm a man. Wants me to turn the other cheek, but I just can't understand. These politics is bullshit. It's politics is bullshit.
There'll be a time when those who kill us outside of the law of justice will be afraid to have to look over their shoulder every day, because the tribe is getting angry. The people want justice.
No justice, no peace. 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 Justice, no peace. Justice.
Been dope, they just been sleeping. Time to get them woke like it's ammonia that you breathing. Open their eyes, see I'm no joke, I'm so heathen. I'm every day with these bars, they just binge a weekend. Far from the star boy, I'm a solar system. Twisting my pendants in the comet on the deathly mission. Obliterate everything, go back to the beginning. I'm bringing balance to this game with no scales tipping. Pick your poisons and antidotes, I'm a fan of both. People know I wear a few hats, plus a lot of coats. And any weather, I'm cool as the Canadian forest. It's no competition, I'm better, like the Misty Chorus. Hardest rocking, these pebbles can never be ginormous. I'm slinging things to the body to leave it extra porous. They asking why the balance, really I don't need a burner. I'm saying I get you open. After all, I'm Hello, over sesame, pins and pads on the weaponry. Also no never lax, so a war is never a threat to me. SNL is the army and taking over is imminent. I'm bringing out the monsters to stop you like I'm Maleficent. Wizardly rhymes, but the flow is no hocus pocus. I'm uniform as a locust across. I got focus, I'm eating, so take notice or take an L. Take an L. That black girl magic, now you under my spell. Well, yeah, well. Man, I'm from the 757. Fly is a 757 VA. I'm a veteran amongst my brethren. Bred by the water, familiar with these. Nigga, these shallow rappers, they don't even go over my knees. And I'm 5 feet, but I stand tall. The stage is a full court, and I'm ready to ball. Give me that rock, and I'm a slinger with the heart of Davis. Give a new home for third eye so they can see greatness. Cause I've been dope, they just been sleeping. Now I got them woke with this ammonia that they breathed in. Open their eyes, see I'm no joke, I'm so heaving. Keep turning, let them in, now they ain't never leaving. Been dope, they just been sleeping. Now I got them woke with this ammonia that they breathed in. Open their eyes, see I'm no joke, I'm so heaving. Keep turning, let them in, and now they ain't never leaving. Well, y'all, it looks like this is the end of Mama Tina's Gumbo. Now, what am I talking about, y'all? The Houston Health Department has shut Mama
Walking loud even when I whisper. Static in my chest, voltage in my fingers. I don't chase strength, I corner it. Doubt shows teeth, I ignore it. Heart like a drum line, rogue and reckless. Focus, cuts deep, clean, relentless. I step through fear like smoke on the floor. If the door won't open, I make one more. No hero, no myth, just sweat in my grin. I fake the first step, the rest comes in. Every breath a spark, every spark a sign. I don't wait to rise, I decide to climb. Turn pain into fuel, turn fear into tools, turn grind into glory, rewrite the story. Rise, 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 rise. Fake it till you make it. Loud even when I whisper. Static. Curtis DIY.
DIY. You know, Russell was in the intro of this very bumper on our channel because we interviewed him. We often come to the defense, and not that he needs us to, but I, as someone who is a supporter of independent artists, I, as someone who wants to see independent artists win, I come to the defense because I know how much independent artists work. I know how much they gotta deal with. I know because I'm an independent artist, and I know how loud they are about our mistakes and how very quiet they are about our achievements. So I try to use my platform to amplify these moments where it seems like the internet gets it wrong. This one I can't rock with. So LaRussell put this post up at 8 a.m. a few days ago, and as you see, it has 6.2 million views, which, you know, you look at that, he does great numbers, but that's you know, that's kind of interesting. The caption reads, "My engineer told me I probably shouldn't put this out. That's exactly why I put this out." Okay, well, let's hear what the message is. Hey, yo, DIYer, if you're enjoying this content, please don't forget to hit the like button. It helps this video and this channel get discovered by new people. I appreciate you. Now back to the video.
I made this record and I sent it off to my engineer, and he calls me. He said, "Man, you probably shouldn't put this out." I said, "Why? What the hell happened?" He said, "You know, you talking about Epstein, there's a lot of shit going on."
I feel like when your voice get that high, you know you about to do something risky.
I said, "Why? What the hell happened?"
When your voice get that high, you know you about to do some shit that you yourself know is risky. I wasn't even hanging out with her last night. What are you talking about? I wasn't even over there. We don't even know who she is.
He said, "You know, you talking about Epstein, there's a lot of shit going on." And I said, "Thank you for calling me. I'm finna drop this."
Oh, boy.
That's exactly why we need it. Because everybody sit and be silent. And the goal of an artist is to express the times and say all the things that nobody else want to say or know how to say.
Okay, yeah, round of applause. They in there clapping. Yeah, what's wrong with that? We want our artists to be socially conscious, aware, and speak to things more than just money, cash, and hoes and all that other shit, right? We want to hear our artists be more conscious and political. What could he have possibly said that got people's feathers ruffled? Wait for it.
I'm not perfect, and neither is the president. Was guiltier than a nigga hiding evidence. You can't be mad that they heated if you don't let them vent. Even the devil was heaven sent.
I mean, the devil was pushed out of heaven, so I don't know if that was sent, but to his credit, okay. Who else was heaven sent? LaRussell?
Even Malcolm was heaven sent.
Okay.
Even Martin was heaven sent.
Yes.
Even Kanye was heaven sent.
Oh, something happens. Every time somebody mentions Kanye in defense, something always goes wrong. It's like a curse. I feel it was about to happen.
We all heaven sent.
Because we're all God's children. It's a really easy concept to understand, especially if you're from Christian faith. We are all God's children. We do have free will, which we're going to get into. I had to call one of my Christian homies about some information because, yeah, it takes a turn right here.
Donald too. We all heaven sent.
Donald who? I mean, Donald Duck wasn't my favorite, but he talking about Donald Trump? Oh. The order goes Devil, Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, Kanye West, Donald Trump. It can't get worse than that.
Epstein too.
Oh, nigga, no. Oh, no, we gotta go. There ain't no fucking, we gotta go.
Tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
We gotta go. Whoa. And I sensed the hesitation in his voice before he let that one go. He knew before he let that one go. He knew it. Look in his eyes.
Adolf too.
Oh! I can't do this shit no more, bro. I can't do this shit no more. I can't do it. Adolf too.
We all heaven sent.
All right.
Even you.
Even me? Nigga, why am I at the bottom of the list? What you mean even me? Even me? I'll be damned.
We all heaven sent.
Okay. Well, you could obviously understand why a lot of people would take issue with this without context, especially when you drop this in the cesspool that is Twitter and social media. But even the people who lack any kind of comprehension or understanding of the message that we are all God's children, right? It is written, we are all God's children. There are still people who know better, who think that something like this deserves a bit more explanation, regardless if it's art. It's a problematic statement when given to an undeveloped mind, I think. And that'll be my argument all throughout this. But let's start where other people are at, because although you heard this and it sounds like it's a song that's kind of like a we of the world, you know what I'm saying? Like we all in this and nobody's above judgment and everybody has done some level of sin. It's challenging to accept a message like that now with all the Epstein files and information coming out about him cutting out children's teeth so they wouldn't bite him as he did his atrocious shit to them. Regardless of what the generalized statement, he explained it this morning. I actually caught the video. We're going to get to that, but boy, oh boy. This should show you how it landed. This is a headline of a trending topic that X put together. Obviously, Grok compiles this. This is what Grok compiled from this. It says, LaRussell calls Hitler, Epstein, and Trump heaven sent in new track. That's the way it landed, and nobody, when people hear that, the last thing they want to do. Let me tell you why I love black women, though. Let me tell you why I love black women. Let me tell you why I love you. You got a face that can't lie. This caption said, Slim in the Red said, because I thought about, like, with all the outrage going on, why you ain't see no outrage at the show? Why nobody was like, oh, I don't know about that? Well, look at her reaction here in the red. Black woman, I love you. Because when the world comes to an end, you're going to be the first one to let somebody know what happened. Look at her.
Then, even the devil was heaven sent. Even Malcolm was heaven sent. Then, even the devil was heaven sent. Even Malcolm was heaven sent. Then, even the devil was heaven sent. Even Malcolm was.
She went from smiling to. No, wait.
Heaven sent.
I love you so much. Then, I do.
Even the devil was heaven sent.
Because you could not hide that reaction, and rightfully so. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I don't know how you're picking up on that. I saw Van Lathan put this up here, and I want to catch it from this point. So they're basically playing the end of the clip, and something was said here that I think we do need to expand upon before we get to his explanation, because all we are left with before his explanation is our own understanding, right? All we're left with is, what the hell does that mean? Like, what's the purpose? What do you hope, as my friend Afro Butterfly just said, what do you hope is a call to action? Is it for us to show more empathy to these people who have victims that are actively still trying to find their justice, that are actively still trying to get people to believe in the truth that is written in these court documents for people to see with images? What's the artistic message and goal? I don't know. Does it bring people closer to God? That's a tough one. Here's what Van Lathan had to say along with his co-host. I thought it was hilarious.
We all heaven sent. Donald too. We all heaven sent. Epstein too. We all heaven sent. Adolf too. We all heaven sent.
Black woman, I love you.
Even you. We all heaven sent.
He does not know the definition of heaven sent.
She didn't even need a 15-minute video to get that off. Yep, that about wraps it up. Well, thank you, DIYers. No, we're not done. That right there, because when you look even in the comments, people are trying to point this out. The definition by vocabulary.com is heaven sent describes something, typically an opportunity or event that is very fortunate, opportune, and arrives exactly at the right moment, as if by divine intervention. Hitler, Epstein, and Trump are not the highest candidates on that list. It implies an unexpected but highly welcome blessing, often serving as a solution to a difficult problem. So, once again, I think people are allowed to ask questions. DIYers, real quick reminder. If you enjoy these reactions and you want to go a little bit deeper, we got a private Patreon community waiting for you. On the Patreon, you get access to a private Discord, early videos, and full replays of the live streams that you won't see anywhere else. So if you support independent media and want to actually be a part of the process, hit the Patreon link down below in the description. Join the DIYers and let's keep this independent. #RR. Shout out to my dog Clay Creation, because I think he made a very balanced analysis and breakdown of this. And those are the ones that I'm trying to access first. I understand the obvious, like people hear that and they don't even want to entertain the conversation of, you know, we are all God's children. They don't want to have that conversation and that, you know, sin is sin. They don't want to have that conversation. Okay. But Clay does this in a way that I think really brings some sobriety to the timing, but also the intent.
It's not it, man. Should listen to that engineer. Radical love, radical empathy, radical forgiveness, all beautiful things. When paired with justice, when paired with changed behavior or an attempt at changed behavior. Jeffrey Epstein is dead, and the rest of his friends who have eaten children and violated children in the worst of ways are...
He did not misspeak. They ate children. That's documented. They ate children.
Are still running free. One of them's the president, who you mentioned in the song. Nobody wants to talk about forgiveness or empathy
towards the people that are actively terrorizing them right now, humanizing them for virtue's sake. Great. What's that doing? We're all imperfect. Yeah, but there's levels to imperfection. My imperfections are leaving socks on the floor, being addicted to toxic crystal girls, eating too many carne asada tacos.
Yeah, I'm guilty.
When I'm on a
with ketchup, say something.
Diet. Some people's imperfections are thousands of pounds of baby oil and non-consensual freak-offs.
Somebody in this chat named Tommy Tenderoni. That's him exactly. Runner-up would be Niles. They're both people who got thousands of gallons of baby oil, but that's neither here nor there. Don't even know how I know this information.
Like, come on.
Allegedly.
Bro, there's levels. Maybe your heart was in the right place, but nah, bro, this wasn't it. Yeah, and also maybe try not to have people who fought for our liberation on the same level
Thank you.
as people who are actively trying to erase our history right now. Like, what are you doing, bro?
There was a choice to use those names because it didn't rhyme. None of this rhymed, except you can't even say it rhymed. None of this rhymed. There was a choice to use the names that were used. These are some of the most well-known activists, the most well-known names in black culture in America. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. There was a choice to use a Kanye West right after that. There was a choice to bring Donald Trump right after that. There was a choice to bring in Epstein. There was a choice to go all the way to Hitler. The timelines are all over the place, by the way. But there's a choice because of the reaction that it's going to get. 6.2 million views just on the Twitter. And we're not even talking about the Twitter post. We're not even talking about the many places he posts or the people who are reposting it and having good discussions like we're having right now. Well, he reacted to it. I guess he had stayed off the internet for a little bit. And here's what he had to say. You know, peep this out.
Good morning, America. Hey, the past few days, I've been working, so I ain't got to really, be on social media. I cut my shit, I schedule it, and I post, and I get into the world. The homies briefed me yesterday on all the outrage. And my first thought was, niggas ain't that slow. But I go and look, and niggas that slow. Just listen to the music. Like, it's no way niggas hear that clip and they like, you support Epstein. When the world be in despair, sometimes you need realization. And that realization for me through this song was like, damn, the same God who created Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, who did so many great things, is the same God that created Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein, who did so many evil things. And it's crazy the range of what a human life is capable of. It's capable of changing the world and detrimenting the world. That's the purpose of the song. That's my realization of like, damn, this is all from the same place, and look which way it can go when somebody is misguided, when somebody doesn't have all the tools, when somebody just chooses to use their life in a negligent way. And it's insane.
This brother is speed running his way through the Kanye West arc, if you ask me. Oh my God. So, although I respect standing 10 toes down on your theology or your interpretation or your art and not buckling because you want your art to be, you know, received as the art it is. There is also, I think, an opportunity here to acknowledge those who are not coming in here and trying to paint him as an Epstein supporter. I think there are people who have genuine questions. Even under the first layer of understanding, they have genuine questions about what would possess you to say it that way. What would possess you to do, like, why the order? I think there's a lot of questions that are worthy of asking. To me, this feels like an opportune time for D1 to pop up. I know D1 is very critical of rappers who say or do anything that, you know, he's been very vocal about the strip club, Magic City being involved into possible business with the NBA. He's been very vocal about it. He was called. I wonder what he'll say about this. I know he and the Russell are friends. I wonder if he'll say anything about this, because there's some things here that I wonder. Does a child listen to this? And I'm not talking about the adults that already know better. I'm not talking about those who just want to be ignorant and want to hate on this brother for whatever reason. I'm thinking about the kids who are like, okay, we all haven't sinned, but they did evil things and these people did. So, like, if I don't agree with this, does that make me not godlike because God forgives? And I could see somebody mixing this up and creating their own belief system that is detached from the very religion that it's referencing. It just feels like that it can get messy.
You niggas is weird. Like, if you want to know where I stand, go look at my life. Go listen to my music. Go see what I do in my community. Go speak to somebody who actually know me. Be fucking for real. It's so crazy how fast it go from black boy fly to get back in line, nigga. Y'all want a nigga to be constricted and restricted so bad. And I'm never not gonna be free. I'm never not gonna be free in my speech and free in my thought and free of my art. Artists and comedians is the niggas who's supposed to express the times and what's going on and communicate it in a way that's like, man, this is what came to me. Y'all love to create enemies and try to bash anybody who has an opposing thought to how you feel. Nigga, I ain't gotta show up how you want me to show up. This shit for me and my people and my base who resonate and connect. Everybody else can suck my dick. And
Whoa. Well, he did say he's independent. And how could someone not think that was going to be independent thought as well? I wonder about the folks, because he's helped so many people in this community. So many people that he's helped in this community, right? I wonder about the older church ladies, right? That they hear that and they like, yeah, baby, I understand, but I don't understand. Could you help me to get a better understanding of that? I don't feel like there's an acknowledgement of that in this conversation. It feels like this heat is really for the people who are saying some wild shit. They've been saying wild shit about him. I'm sure that there are a lot of supporters of his that did not come underneath the same religious understanding that he has, that are listening to this and scratching their head. I'm definitely one of those, and it's not for me to understand, because you got to stop wanting to see yourself in other people, because it's his opinion. He showed you he's independent on every level, it seems.
There's niggas who don't do a quarter, a tenth of what I do. You niggas benefiting off shit I've done. What you do besides talk on the net? Even you haven't sent with your dumb ass. Shout out.
It's from the book of John. Even you haven't sent with your dumb ass.
To my people who know, who been here since Do That Little Dance, who been here since Soup and Crackers, who know what's up with me. And shout out to our new niggas who just been waiting for a reason to hate a nigga. You know, that'll take the truth. Me saying Jeffrey Epstein is heaven sent is the truth. God made him too. A lot of you niggas be so religious and so spiritual and so righteous, but this is what you do with your time and your effort. Hey, don't be free as no artist. Don't say whatever message is delivered to you. Don't write what come to you. Don't share what you think about the world. You know how stupid that sounds? Y'all insane. You niggas become masters.
No, he for sure always talk like this. He's. There was another clip that actually popped up here.
You trying to give up crack? You gotta stop going to the crack house, cause everybody in the crack house still do crack.
Okay, so I mean, this is. You could tell he's shooting off the hip. He getting this shit off, and who knows? You know, everybody goes through transformations. Who knows what happens months later or after being exposed to some different, you know, walks of life. But all the smoke right now is for the people who don't understand it.
So fast, boy, you better watch your mouth. Boy, you better watch what you do. It's even retarded niggas in there like, man, you be at schools around kids. Yeah, changing their life and helping them become something and giving them journeys and careers and an example of what they could be. What you be doing for them. Your kids don't even like you. You niggas just like to be triggered. And anything could trigger y'all. Anything can move y'all niggas. The simplest thing, just hearing something, can move you and get y'all to rally against a nigga who in his community giving back. A nigga who buying out grocery stores. A nigga who taking kids to get shoes and get clothes. Nigga who buying out restaurants. Niggas who helping out the homeless. now I'm the enemy. Because you don't like how a nigga said something or what a nigga said. Because you committed to misunderstanding. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm looking at this, and once again, I don't feel like there's an acknowledgement of the people who are genuinely supportive, and they know all those things that he does, and they champion those.
Who you gonna get y'all to rally against a nigga who in his community giving back? Buying out restaurants, niggas who helping out the homeless. now I'm the enemy. Because you don't like how a nigga said something or what a nigga said. Because you committed to misunderstanding. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm looking at this, and once again, I don't feel like there's an acknowledgement of the people who are genuinely supportive, and they know all those things that he does, and they champion those things that he does. But boy, oh boy, those are some names that he didn't have to be attached to, but the mentioning of it was an artistic decision, and that artistic decision comes with consequences. We all know that as anybody in the content space. I know that as an artist of 20 years, I know that. I know that from doing shows, and I write lyrics inside of a studio that feel like it is just me and the folks in that studio when I'm writing it. But when I get in front of somebody's face, that's why I stopped saying bitch in my lyrics. Like, unless I'm talking about a bitch ass nigga, like I just stopped saying it, because look at a woman in her face and say that. Say all that shit that you were saying when it was you and nothing but dudes in the studio, and then you get in front of people. You do in-store shows and you look at people and they look at you discouraging. They look at kids and say that and all that. It just shifts the way that you look at it when you're exposed to more perspectives. Say that same thing right there. You know, the same way that them Epstein victims were sitting in front of Donald Trump when he was delivering, I think, his one of the speeches he did, and they were sitting there front and center. Say them lyrics to them. Because boy, oh boy, I highly doubt that they have that amount of godlike forgiveness in their heart, especially when you hear about all the things that happen in that. Like, I that's the part where it's I have to full-heartedly disagree with this approach.
Commit to doing more than I've done. Commit to actually being impactful. Nigga ain't gonna commit to that because it's easier to just press in on them comments and pop it. It's easy to do that. You know, I made a pact with myself that, like, I'm not gonna let nothing take my smile and my joy. Hey, blink twice if you still there. I'm still here, you hear me? Ain't nothing gonna take that from me. Y'all can't. Y'all can't, it ain't nothing you could do. That's mine, and I'm the only person responsible for it. We don't get that power to nobody. Shit lame. Comedians can't be comedians no more. artists can't be artists no more. Y'all want a world where everybody just in line. Don't say nothing we don't agree with. Don't do nothing we don't agree with. Nigga, who made you mighty? We don't even value your opinions, nigga. You ain't living in no way that we inspired. We don't value what you got going on. The fuck?
There it is. There it is. Look, you got to draw your own perspectives from this. There's a lot of stuff that is head scratching. It's head scratching. It's things I don't agree with. But you know what? I will give him that he has been very vocal about this approach, about this the entire time. When I had the opportunity, and I'm still grateful for the opportunity, to sit down with him a few years ago, almost 3 years ago now, he talked about his aspirations beyond being independent, right? He talked about his aspirations of building his own Apple and Disney. Listen to what he said here, and then I want to get into what my religious friend told me that I should absolutely bring to light in these conversations. Listen to what he says in this part of the interview about going and signing a deal eventually.
I do have it all. If I didn't want to go higher. A lot of people from the outside tell me that, and they're like, you got this, and it's because they don't know what I'm trying to build. Yeah. You feel me? And it's like, yeah, I do to manage this. But what I'm building and what I intend to accomplish, I don't have all that I need. Otherwise I wouldn't be, seeking more. I'm building Apple and Disney. And like that's how I look at the scale of what I'm creating and what I'm building. And even with that, I'm only willing to accept what aligns with me, which is why I've had so much difficulty. Because I could go get money from a lot of places, but I'm only willing to accept money that aligns with me and my values and my vision.
After that interview, right, we had discussions, and man, like I said, I appreciate being a guest there. I appreciated meeting the team, meeting his family members, and eventually going to a show of his some weeks later. He said something to me, and I wish I would have had a little bit more time to ask him more questions about this. I told him, because he was asking about my book. I gave him my book, and I told him, I said, man, I wrote this book, and I said, by the grace of God, I made it here. And he made it a point to me. He emphasized, he said, don't forget to give yourself credit. Like you did this. I don't know. It was something in that moment that I listened and I said, okay, let me see where you're going with this. But by that time, we had to actually go. And so when I think about, we all kind of, even Christians amongst Christians have their own interpretations of the very same Bible they have access to. I don't know what happens when you mix that with supreme independence. I don't know, but that's a statement that of all the things that I agree with, especially in these interviews, of course, at some point you're going to have something you disagree with. I would not be here if not for God. There's a lot of things I could give myself credit for. I know who woke me up and who could have put me down the night before, right? Here's what my friend told me, right? And I want to share this message with you. I wrote it out. So my final thoughts is this. After the video, I had a conversation with a friend about the whole heaven sent thing, right? And he helped me understand why this is potentially dangerous. Kids on the fence hear this and think, these monsters were sent by God. They must have grace. And just like that, you could possibly create non-believers. People quote Romans 9:17, where God tells Pharaoh, I raise you up to display my power in you. They use this to say all leaders are heaven sent, but Pharaoh wasn't blessed. He was destroyed. God used his evil as an example, but didn't endorse it. My friend broke down what scripture actually says. Ezekiel 18:20, the soul who sins shall die. The righteousness of the righteous shall be upon himself, and the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon himself. Which means your choices, or my interpretation, your choices, your consequences. James 1:13 through 15, let no one say when tempted, I am being tempted by God, for God tempts no one. We create evil through our own choices, not God. And Jesus in Matthew 7, not everyone who says, Lord, Lord, will enter heaven. I will declare to them, I never knew you, depart from me, you workers of lawlessness. Here's what I took from it. God can use anyone's choices, even evil ones, to fulfill his plan, but that doesn't make those people heaven-sent agents, and it doesn't guarantee them salvation. Most importantly, being used by God is not the same as being saved by God. Hello.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Free will plus consequences. Free will plus consequences. Please don't get it twisted. DIYers, it's a heavy conversation. I guess a part of me is grateful for the opportunity to bring an alternative conversation to it. But boy, oh boy, that's maybe I'm just not that independent. Maybe I just won't get it. Maybe I just, there's a lot that I feel disconnected within some of the parts of the way that this has been packaged and delivered. DIYers, those are my thoughts, though. You let me know what you think.
DIY.
Tear in your eye. Don't let it fall.
The angels and the stars, what are we? That's the only thing that y'all not talking about. Gotta bring this wire up because it's just lagging and shit. I will be right back, bro. Up in this bitch, I'll do some footwork for y'all.
What is it that no man wants to have?
ever heard about the movie The Disney Circus? Or the
No,
show?
no, I've never heard about that. Is it a
I'm
good
watching
movie?
it right now.
Oh, you're watching it right now?
Yeah, it's a really fun movie.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I can say show. It's a show, actually. I'm 8.
You're released?
Oh no, see, yeah, you can't. Yeah, money spoke on that one. Yeah, money spoke on that one. Yeah.
For real. I got a song, I got an R&B song that talks about that. Every time I get to a point to where I'm finna do something big, something
Yeah.
derails me. I got a song like it's called Heaven Can Wait. The hook is sick. The
Okay.
hook is sick.
Yeah, there's a young man that I'm talking to his mother. I listened to some of his music, and I told her because they had the mother listen to it. I says, "Well, the person I would like to introduce him to, he can't do gangster rap.
Mm-hmm.
You know." I say we don't do gangster rap now. I like what he's saying is some of it, but we don't do gangster rap because her other son got set up, and now he's got life. And he was on the phone talking to her and not even where the person was, and they set him up to take the fall for it, and she testified everything. They talk about, well, we listened to his rap music, he said this, he said that, here in the state of Iowa, right? Stop. So I'm gonna get some of his music. The brother, he's here in Iowa where I'm at. So he's trying to stay here with his brother. She's trying to finish the enrollment so she can put the children under the Indian tribe and get him out of prison.
Right.
Yeah, because he's totally innocent, you know. And she's like, and then somebody tried to grift her for.
Will never be the same. Always reaching out when our phones work the same. Dealing with depression, got a young king stressed. Trying to figure out what's next. My success, thank God that I'm blessed. Came a long way from them projects. So-called friends gon' switch over a bitch. This money don't mean shit. Love when I'm down, hate when I'm up. When shit hit the fan, ain't nobody around but the Most High with the master plan. Just stay genuine through thick and thin.
I love you no matter what we going through. Love you no matter how many.
Music.
Like, if you fall out, but she can't help you get back on, you need a new one. No, TV in your room.